Hello, all fourth grade language arts teachers and those who are going to score the personal narrative. I want to thank you for working so hard all year, and I know that there are a lot of things coming at you at once, including report cards, parent conferences, and things like that. Right now, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have the personal narrative, and you're going to be scoring the papers. I have made 3 modules for your convenience. They're digital. Your iCoach will be talking to you about it. And some of them you can get through my YouTube channel, or you can just take the video file and watch it. It would be great to do the rubric training with your team so that you can have that collaborative and shared conversation. And I know that this is a lot all at once with all these things going on, but I want to thank you for your perseverance, for your diligence, and for working so hard for our students to help them become the best writers that they can be. Thank you so much, and if you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate all that you do. Thank you. Okay, so the first module that you will see is called the nuts and bolts, and that's about 30 minutes long on the digital file. It will take about 30 minutes to go through. If you would like to do that with your team, or if you'd like to do that individually, it depends on what you want to do with your team, and it's a campus decision. It basically gives you all the information that is out there about the STAR test, how it is calculated, what is the combination between the multiple choice, and how is it divided with the compositions, and how is it weighted. All that information is about 30 minutes long. It's something that you could watch on your own, or you could watch with your team. It depends on what you want to do in your campus. So that's the first part. This next module is called the writing rubric training. It's where you'll go over the different parts or different components of the rubric. And with the personal narrative, you'll go through and you'll see some sample papers from TEA so that you will be able to compare what it says in the rubric to the samples and the annotations that the scorers had given it from TEA. I would suggest you do that in a team so you have a shared collaborative conversation, and then you'll be able to look at other samples on your own and score those. So that would be, I suggest you work with a team on this one. It takes about an hour. The digital presentation is about an hour. So that was what the second module would be about, and that's for your information. Thank you. Module 3 is divided into 2 parts. Each part is about 15 minutes long on the digital file. And basically what you're going to find is you're going to have what does a 3 look like when they're between papers, a 3, a 5, and a 7. You're going to look at those papers and see why it was that it was scored in the adjacent scoring model, a 3, a 7, or a 9. I'm sorry, a 3, a 5, and a 7. So that's the first part of the module. You'll go through that and talk through that using the language of the rubric, and also looking at the TA scoring guide. So that's the third module, part A, 15 minutes long. The third part is the between papers, as we discussed earlier. Part B, or part 2 to this, would be where you're going to score 6 compositions, and you're going to put your knowledge together from the training and everything we've done so far. You're going to score between a 1 and a 4, from very limited to basic to satisfactory to accomplished. Now when you finish doing that, you're going to compare it to one of your teammates, and then you'll bring those together, and that will be the adjacent score. After that, you'll look and see how TEA scored them to see how you did, and having that conversation. You may agree or you may disagree, but if you're using the language of the rubric, going back to the scoring guide that TEA has provided for us, and that will be provided to you in the training, then you'll see how well you're doing, and being able to use that evidence. Thank you. I want to say thank you again for completing the modules of the training, and then for going ahead and scoring these papers using the rubric, using the writing scoring guide that TEA has provided for us, and having those great collaborative conversations. In addition to that, thank you so much for working with our students and working very hard to build our writers and readers and thinkers within the classroom. Your dedication is wonderful and exemplary. Thank you so much for all that you do.